Hello, my name is Julia Parker, and I am currently and going to be completing, hopefully here in spring 2025, woo, my education major, and I am an educational studies track. So why did I decide to take EDU 404? So I believe all future educators should be advocators. I believe all educators should be advocators. And I think a course that is about advocacy for our students is something that I really wanted to, take and understand. I also want to learn more about advocacy in order to better advocate for my students. I want to be the best advocator I can for my students, and I think that this course will better help me do that. Students need someone rooting for them. Again, I want to learn the way I can best do that. So that is why I took EDU 404. My ambitions after I graduate and currently because of my educational degree is I want to be a preschool teacher, and I am currently a lead preschool teacher, which has been the most rewarding job I've ever had. Truly, it is amazing, and it is because of the knowledge I gained from this degree that I was able to secure that job. It requires you to have a certain amount of credits within a child development and child education, and I was able to complete that with this degree where I am right now. And I hope to continue to be a preschool teacher post graduation. I love seeing the development of children through early childhood. It is awe-inspiring to see a young child learn. I want to use this course to understand how to best advocate for my students. My responses from the personal advocacy survey. So I talked about how I want to be an advocate for lower income children. I talked about how all people deserve quality education no matter their socioeconomic status. I want to be an advocate for quality education for all. And I think all educators should be advocates for their students. And I talked about how education and advocacy do go hand in hand, because we do need to be advocates for our students and help drive their ambitions and their dreams that they have. So what type of advocate am I? I think I most fit in with people who preserve. I believe I myself am a determined advocator, but I feel I can remain polite and professional while advocating. I usually can help see both sides while still advocating for the side that I want to, advocate for. Things such as lower income children with education. You might get pushback from government officials and things like that, and I think I can remain professional and polite while still advocating for those groups that need it. I also believe I am reasonable and can see limitations while trying to advocate. I believe I have pretty good judgment. So I can advocate for my students daily in my classroom by recommending parents take their child to speech therapy if I don't have the resources and tools to help them at my daycare center. I also advocate for my students by recommending to their parents when I think they just need something or when something's going on that might be a little different for them. I always try to be an advocate in updating parents and what I believe their child might need or might be asking for from me. So, past advocacy involvement, I have been working for a preschool who believes in quality education for all. So, I work for Beginners and Learning Center. I'm also doing my internship there, and their biggest belief is quality education for all. I have also given free piano lessons to lower income families, and I ran a free community choir for a local church. So I also do, like I said, advocacy for my students daily by talking with parents about what I believe they may need in the classroom. So, potential advocacy areas I may want to pursue. I would love to dive more into how I could be an advocate for my students who may be in marginalized groups. I want to learn more about the impact advocates have on others and hear more stories from people who benefited from advocacy. And I want to learn more about how I can advocate daily for my preschool students. So, how would I influence the world? This is quite a loaded question, but the things I can influence versus the things I cannot, I would take into account. So, I would like to make privatized education dissolve into public education by working on our public school system. I would compel teachers to educate on the world's issues that must be discussed but are currently not, such as global warming and our carbon footprint, and not just that, but maybe not always talking about jobs and things that fit into like a capitalistic education rather than our world and humanism and things like that. And there should be no one living in this world that has to go without education. So, anyways, thank you so much. This is my presentation on myself and my advocacy.